Hey everyone, Glenn Sanford here. Wanted to do a video today to talk a little bit about the upcoming stock split. So this is going to take place on February 16th, when you're going to actually see the stock split take place. And what this basically means is that, the board of directors, we saw the stock was going up in value, which is great. That's certainly something that we want and hope for as we build a company. And here more recently, the stock has got to all-time highs. It got well above $50, $60, $70 a share. And at that point in time, we started to see the fact that as agents are earning equity awards, as they're getting first transaction, first closing, agent attraction, their equity program where they're participating in getting stock at a discount to the market, and then also the Icon program. So there's really 5 ways that agents receive equity, that the number of shares that agents would receive from these awards was getting smaller and smaller. And you could sort of look at the first transaction each year that you do as being one of those transactions where you get $200 worth of equity, and with the stock approaching, and now it's actually today when I'm recording this, over $100 a share, you could sort of think about the fact that this is like you're going to get 1 and a fraction of a share, which seems a little bit odd in terms of just trying to figure out how do I sell this. I only want to sell a small amount at some future date. And so what we want to do is build a plan that allows you to get a little bit more granular with the way that you approach equity, and give you more in terms of number of shares for dollars invested in the company, whether it be through just the normal activities as an agent, or if you're taking advantage of the stock plan where you're able to receive commissions in the form of equity at a discount to the market. So we wanted to look at the programs, make it more equitable from a number of shares perspective, and to ultimately provide a better opportunity for you as an agent from a number of share type of environment. And so as we approach February 16th, which February 16th is an important date in the life cycle of EXP, because it will actually be the first time we've ever split our shares. So we've not done this in the past. Lots of companies do it, and lots of companies do it the same way we're doing it. Tesla, Apple, and others have done very similar stock splits where they're actually issuing shares as a dividend, but for all intents and purposes, as a shareholder, you simply have more shares for each share that you had prior. And so we're doing what is referred to as a 2-for-1 stock split, or a forward stock split, where for every 1 share that you currently own, whether it be in enterprise vesting or whether it's in your stock account. So if you got a TD, a Ameritrade, you've got a Fidelity account, you got a Schwab, you got Robinhood, whatever, the number of shares that you have will effectively double in your brokerage account on February 16th. But the same thing will also take place in enterprise. So you'll all the shares that are vesting in enterprise, those will effectively double the number of shares there. And then also the shares that you might have with Broadridge or with ShareWorks. Those are 2 other places that would be common for agents to have shares, depending on their role in the company. The number of shares will also double. If you're an option holder, meaning that you have a right to buy shares at a particular price, you're going to see the number of options that you currently hold doubling. So, if you've got 5,000 options, just use that as a number. If you have 5,000 options to buy stock, and a lot of agents and staff have it maybe in the $20 range, and let's just say it's $20 a share, and let's say you have 5,000 options. Well, what's going to end up happening is after the stock split, you'll actually have 10,000 options, but those options will be exercisable at $10 a share. So in addition to doubling the number of options, the strike price that you'd effectively pay for the shares would be $10 a share. So you can think about it from the perspective that the quantity of what you have is going to double, and the value or the strike price will effectively be cut in half. So everything is going to be equal to what it was on February 12th, which is really, I think, the last trading day before the stock split. So on the February 12th, you'll have whatever you have. And on February 16th, you'll have double the number of shares, double the number of options, but everything will be cut in half. So let's just say that today the stock was trading at $100 a share. I'm recording it. It's actually above that today, but let's just say it was on February 12th. Today it's trading at $100 a share. In theory, on the next day, the next trading day, which I believe is February 16th, you would have twice the number of shares. So if you had 100 shares, you'd have 200 shares of stock. And instead of it being 100 shares at $100, you'd have 200 shares at $50. And if you do the math, 200 times 50 is the same as 100 times 100. So this, so just do the math. If you've got any questions, obviously reach out to people on the finance side. We've got Workplace. You can ask some questions. I'm certainly active there a bit. I've got a lot of different things where I'm working on success for Bella, EXP, and all the other related activities. So I'm not as active on Workplace as I have been in the past, but I will definitely check in. If somebody pings me and says, hey, check out this message, can you answer it? I will jump in and answer questions where I can, and just to create some clarity around it. But it's a really exciting day for us that's coming up on February 16th. It's the first time that we've split our stock. I think that it really speaks to the fact that we've grown. Beginning last year, we were at 25,000. Now we're over 43,000 agents. We're now in 9, 10, 11. I don't even know what the number of countries now. So it's certainly growing fast. We just announced here recently opening up of Puerto Rico. And so you just look at all the things that we're doing, and you can just see that, we're continuing to grow, and it naturally follows that as long as we run a long-term, profitable, sustainable company, that the stock would also increase in value over time as well. And that, created the opportunity to split the stock. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and sign off, but thank you for being part of EXP. Thanks for being part of the family. Thanks for being, helping steward this company and grow it in the way that we've grown it over the last, 11 plus years. Crazy to think it's been that long. Hopefully this is the first of many future stock splits. There's no guarantee, there's markets go up, they go down, and yet we're in the background building what has been and become the fastest growing residential real estate brokerage in the history of residential real estate. And with that, and from the equity, we've, at least on paper, created more millionaires faster than any other real estate brokerage in the history of real estate as well. So a couple things I'm really proud of, and certainly will continue to dedicate my efforts to, is to continuing to work on both the equity side, the sustainability, the culture, the collaboration, the community, the growth. And you've got so many people who are leaning in, helping you as agents succeed at the highest level. Just amazing to be part of this journey with you. And thanks for watching this video. So with that, I'm going to sign off. Have an awesome day. Hopefully all this made sense. If it didn't, ask a question in the Workplace. I'm sure somebody else will jump in, and I might even do a future video. Talk to you soon. Okay, bye-bye.